Have we lacked leadership in terms of teaching people how to understand immigration in this country?
Well, immigration is one of the most important topics to understand, and this is true for all of the Western democracies. I have a paper in the American Interest titled How Nationalism Beats Globalism. And the first step of the process you have to understand is secular Western liberal democracies are incredibly successful countries. They're wealthy. And so, of course, they attract immigrants from poor countries. And then the question is, how does each country handle that? And what's happened in Europe, in particular, more so in Europe, is that the sort of the global elites in the cosmopolitan cities welcome immigration, fine, but then they speak as though if anyone objects to it, they're a racist. And so many people in the rural areas are already chafing under being called racist for saying, well, I like our traditions. I don't want to have to accommodate, immigrants come in. Why do we have to accommodate to them? If you have an assimilationist program, as we did in America for a long time, then immigration arouses very few concerns. My grandparents came over here to America around 1905, 1907 in the giant wave of Jewish migration. At the time, the percentage foreign-born rose so high, there was a strong anti-immigrant backlash, and restrictions were put on in the 1920s. Well, that set up a long period of assimilation in which my parents came into. We had a strong national identity. We went through World War II. So America developed this identity then, paradoxically, as we had restrictions on immigration, that immigration was our strength, that we had this multicultural society, but everybody was an American. That's a winning formula. That is, assimilation is a winning formula. What we're seeing in Europe is a culture war in which one side wants huge, very high levels of immigration and no assimilation because they think that would be suppressing or unfair to the immigrants. And then the other side wants no immigration and is often attracted to actual neo-Nazi or Nazi ideas. So this is happening across countries. In America, as far as I know, surveys of American attitudes do not show us turning against immigrants. America is not an anti-immigrant country. Obviously, Donald Trump is anti-immigrant, and he has activated people who are, many individuals are anti-immigrant. But I don't think America has turned against immigration. It's just become one of the battles of our culture war.